You wiped away the blood. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else could I have done in that situation? Lana! I only had few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. But how could you see with the power out? Yeah, it should have been pitch black in that office. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Right. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. So you illegally rearranged the crime scene? Whoops. Yes. I don't have any excuse for my actions. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Right. It's too late. It's not too late. Haha. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we got into the bottom of this incident. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing the right way. Yes. I think I finally figured out the contradiction in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. Let me see, we have to present something now. The blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room, I couldn't have time to check it out. You wiped the blood. The fragments were too large. Well, you're sure you got them all. All I could think was, you know, wiping the blah 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 before they were discovered. What do I have? Final fragment, you know. There's the jar. Check the book. Right. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. But they're really that large. Should I just present the jar again? I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna go with the jar. Let's see. I guess we got something. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's office. That's true. That is true. If she would have actually gathered all the pieces, we wouldn't have been able to find this one, I think. In the chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about the final piece. There was still blood on it. Yes, as the witness, but the witness just testified that she wiped away the blood. Yes, that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off. Wiped the blood off them. Yes. Which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. Order! But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? Objection! I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. Haha. That may very well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Objection. Nobody cares. Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When when this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that? There's no way a name could have been written on that shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant at the time he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, if he... Boom. He's lying. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years? Boom. Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No! Wait, I'm not the one in trial here. Trial. Yes. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication. But why would Chief Gant do that? In the light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Yes, help, whatever. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And here is the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet. Oh no! I did it on my own. Yeah, right. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore. For my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Believe it. Defense attorneys make up. He boasts foul lies to defend their clients. Right. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you seem to do. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Oi! Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Something's wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana may be right after all. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you do tell us foul lies then, Mr. Wright. Boom. Miss Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking out Mr. Marshall. Miss Skye, if you will. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, if there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Sweet. Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. This is it. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled. The suit of armor sword, right. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me to remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Oh, unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armored sword. You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. To me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember receiving a picture like that. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Please present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Lana said she gave you this morning, right? I seem to be getting something from her then. Only thing I remember was the book. Let's check the evidence again. There must be a picture there somewhere. This book. Did we get anything else? We got these earlier. SL incident files. But this is the last thing we got. And I think it was... Well, let's... Can we check it out? Now we can rotate it and check it out. Yes. Can we open the book? Oh, we can examine this. What is this? Oh! It was there. Whoa! There's a picture here. That's Marshall. Oh! Oh my! This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this. That's because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I rearranged the scene. Well, that's interesting. Mr. Wright! The piece cut out of his from his vest. Could that be? The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. Indeed. What's this? A flashback. It's a handprint, so that also matches up with what we know so far. Emma did push Mr. Marshall, Neil Marshall, to that sort of the armor, suite of armor. She pushed him to that armor, yes. And now for some random reason Gant cut out the piece from his chest. From his chesty. Yes, yes. That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whoever fingerprints those are must have been the real man. But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple? Doom. Anyway, now let's go on. Let's get on with the cross-examination. So as long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. I wonder if we could present the photo somewhere. Right. What? Oh! Gant, he's back. Come now, Aji. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I have ever seen. Chief Gant, what do you want to make me? No, you want to make me out of a bad guy too, huh? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already said you didn't want to testify. That means we don't have to listen to you. Get out of here. You already declined your testimony. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. This must be the risk Judge was talking about. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tithing around your own neck. Grrrr. Oh, so what? You think I'm worried? Well, it kinda looked like it, so Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Or can you? Really? Yeah, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? So then, what's your excuse, Wrighto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? Yes. The fact that we have the piece from friggin' Marshall's chest, or whatever this is called. Yes. We have this piece of his, you know, what is this thing called on his chest thing? Whatever, I digress. I don't know how to speak English. So, anyways, you do have something to show to us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Wright? If I show him that piece of evidence now, am I sure to be made of the murderer? Yes. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. If you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? Yes. What does this book say about the old evidence? Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial. Shall be shown without the approval of police. I don't really want to show the evidence. I cannot show the evidence. I don't want to. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point. What? You lie. Chief Gant. You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Right. Why don't you show them? We found it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you want to present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gans? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the... yes, the vest on his chest. Piece of his vest is gone. Yes, notice anything odd about the chest area? Looks like a part of it has been cut off for some reason. And for some reason we found it in your safe. You mean you had this in your safe? What? That means you, Chief of Police, concealing evidence? This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gal, righto? Well, I can't just let you pin me as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. Oh. What? You mean you admit it? What?